Okay guys, here's a try to do a test sample to show you what the screen is doing. It's kind of hard to get it in a position where there's no glare on it and you can actually see it, but it's asleep right now using the new program code that Chris sent, and I'm going to wake it up. And you can see it just slowly comes back on with some garbage on the display. I'll record what it's supposed to look like on a working control here in a moment. But this is all I get for characters on there. And if I leave this alone and don't touch it, it will eventually blank itself back out after a minute, which I have a program for, and go back to sleep. Now hang on a minute, and I'll show you what happens when I unplug it and plug it back in. Okay, there's the power off. And wait a moment. And reapply the power. And I get this screen full of white confetti. This slowly fades out, and now you can just barely see this is actually a large red push button. I'll show you it on a working control. It should be on the screen. Everything seems to be working as it's supposed to. The only thing I notice is that the response to touches is quite sluggish when I try to get it to do something. Oops, it's now started its program. Okay, now, let's see. It's in the move mode. I should be able to hit right there and exit. But it just kind of like sits there and acts like it's really busy doing something in the background. It's not paying much attention to me. It doesn't want to respond to the commands. There, it changed its screen, but it's not painting it properly. This should take me to the move screen. It did respond, but you can see it just slowly paints the screen, and it's just full of garbage. It's not correct. Okay, end of this one. I'll record one where it's working. Okay, here we go with a working control. I'll apply power to it. That's the initial start push button that comes up with a countdown. That's that red blur you saw earlier. For some reason it's showing up green on my camera, but that's actually a big red dot. Can't tell. Trust me, it's red. Goes to this screen. Does its initialization. Finishes that and goes back to what I call the home screen. And this is the screen where you saw that looked like it kind of had the blue bar torn across the bottom. That lit up button on the right hand side is kind of an aqua color, is what color it is. So that's the way obviously it's supposed to work. And like I say, and if I sit here a moment, it will go to sleep. Oh, what the hell. I'll just record it until it does. It takes about a minute. Okay, now it's gone to sleep, and that's using the new sleep mode you've taught it. Now if I just tap it, it wakes right back up. So you can see that's how the software is designed to work. It's very similar to what you guys suggested. And now the display is fully updated. Okay, so there's how it's supposed to work. Okay, I'm a bad putty cat. I actually took the screen off of a known good module and replaced it on this one. And it worked perfectly fine. I put the old screen back on the original chip and it's corrupt again. So that tells me one thing for damn sure. This is where the problem is, in this device here. It's not in your circuit design nor in your software. Something's going wrong with the screen itself.